This is Broadcast Beat Magazine with Ryan Salazar.
Ryan Salazar here with Broadcast Beat Magazine. We have a special guest, Bob Caniglia, Senior Regional Manager, Eastern North America at Blackmagic Design. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, thanks.
So you guys had some big announcements at the IBC Show. Of course, you had a bunch at NAB Show. Could you go ahead and tell us about those?
Sure. So at IBC, we basically took some feedback from NAB and announced 5 new products, and we announced a few more software updates as well. So to get started, I guess one of the big announcements was the B4 mount for the Ursa Mini. So what we've done is there were a lot of requests to be able to add the ENG style broadcast type lenses to the Ursa Mini when we announced the Mini at NAB. So with this update, any Ursa Mini PL, whether it's the 4K or the 4.6K, that PL mount can have this new adapter. It's a B4 adapter. It includes the glass that you need to basically adapt the B4 lens to the PL mount. And what you do actually is you unscrew the PL mount and then screw on the B4 mount. So this way, it's a user changeable mount, so that you could actually use the B4 mount and for a shoot in the morning, ENG style, say, run and gun, and then in the afternoon you could switch back to PL to do a commercial or television show or something that might require prime lenses, things like that. In addition, the PL mounted version of the Ursa Mini will have the connector built into the camera that connects to the B4 lenses. So you'll have the ability to, it powers and also allows for control. So what we also did with the B4 mount needs to be able to be controlled. So if you want to use the Ursa Mini in a live environment, we added the ability to have SDI in, SDI out, and then the third SDI input, third SDI connection has both the ability for timecode input or reference input. The SDI in is important because what that allows is the ATEM software, camera software, to control the Ursa Mini. So this way it controls it just like our studio cameras. So the ATEM software can do color shading. And then also with this, you have the ability to send the metadata that's required for intercom. So we've changed the ability of the headphone jack to be both a two-way. So you could put on, say, iPod headset that has the microphone built in and communicate with the rest of those on the ATEM intercom system. So this way you have both the headphone and as well as mic. So it works in the intercom, and then of course any audio that's sent from the microphone plugged in, or even just the microphone built into the Ursa Mini, will be sent down for embedded in the SDI, but then the return audio could be in the SDI as well. So there's it's the full control that you would expect from, say, our studio camera. We have the intercom and return audio and program video. So there's a program button now on the Ursa Mini PL so that you can view the program return feed. So this option, it's $295. We'll start shipping that in November as the Ursa Minis come out, the PL version only, obviously. But this really expands the line so that it's more of a broadcast camera that you could use in studio on shoulder with the shoulder mount kit that's also available. And Ursa Viewfinder. Ursa Viewfinder, which we announced at NAB, is available for both the Ursa Mini and the full-size Ursa, and those are actually shipping now. So some of the other feedback we received when we introduced the new Teranex Mini line, we basically needed a couple extra converters. One of them was there's in Ultra HD, we're doing a lot of things with 12 gig SDI, so you can do Ultra HD up to 60p. But there are other products, display products and other products that are using quad 3G, so 4 cables, 4 SDI cables as opposed to one 12 gig SDI. So what we've done is announced a 12G to quad SDI and then converter, and then a quad 3G to 12 gig SDI, so that you can better round trip and connect to both our products and then other products that require the quad 3G as opposed to one single SDI 12G. In addition, we announced a new 12 gig SDI distribution amplifier, so that way you can have 1 in, 7 out. So you're able to have a DA for 12 gig SDI. And these 3 products are the same price point, $495, and they'll be available in November. In addition, we announced an OEM card that we used to have a quad link card, which was 4 SDI in, 4 SDI out, that a lot of other manufacturers were using, and they would wrap software around it and do different things. But one of the requests we got was, could we get more than 4 inputs and maybe less outputs, things like that. So the new quad link, DECLink Quad 2 card is essentially 8 ins or outs. So this way, it's user definable through our SDK, so they can use either 7 inputs and 1 output, or 3 ins and 4 outs, 5 outs, whatever they need, any combination of the 8 IO. So that's a much more flexible card, and I think we'll see a lot of good uses of that through other third-party devices, software, and hardware. In addition, we announced the Teranex Express software update. What this update does is provide, in addition to the fact that we had upgraded it earlier this year, Express, it used to be just an up and down converter. Now it's a full cross converter, so it'll do any standard to any standard, which is 1,079 different conversions. So you can go from standard def PAL to Ultra HD, 60 frames per second, NTSC for a term. So it's really a flexible unit. But what we've added now is we put in more features, including the noise reduction. So we took the noise reduction, that in there. We changed the display to show time code on the front display, and basically we really added some really cool features to this product. Free of charge update, so anyone that's already purchased the Teranex Express can upgrade at any time. The Multiview 16 software is also getting an update. This will come out next month. Basically, when we announced that, it's a multi-viewer that does up to 16 images at once. And what we're able to do with with this new software is to add audio. So there's audio metering on the sides. There's a better interface in terms of naming structure for each quadrant of the screen, and this software is coming out shortly as well. And this is important because when you're monitoring 16 channels, you definitely want to be able to see the audio. So that and being able to change the naming structure so that it's a bit easier to read, or make it move it around. So we've added some features there. So that software free update will be available next month. And then, of course, one of the big announcements was that we announced the full version of DaVinci Resolve 12 is now available on the site. Anyone that had a full copy of DaVinci Resolve software before, which is now called DaVinci Resolve Studio, can upgrade for free by going to our website. And what we used to call the light version is now called DaVinci Resolve, and that software is also available with the full version 12. In addition, last year, Blackmagic bought Fusion, Ion Fusion. So Fusion 8 is available in beta form for Mac. So it's the Fusion software migrated to the Mac platform, and we have a second version of the beta up on our site right now. And we look forward to getting more feedback from the folks on, what they experienced with now Fusion on Macs, and now be on Mac and Windows.
Bob Caniglia, Senior Regional Manager, Eastern North America of Blackmagic Design. Thanks so much for spending your time with us this morning.
Thanks for having us.